The Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis is one of my favourite consoles, sincerely due to the intriguing, vibrant presentation that a lot of games showcase, and of course, the metal-like popping music that Super Nintendo couldn't offer. That doesn't mean I negate those soundtracks, because Super Nintendo is great in its own right, but let's move on. Sega gave me some great gaming memories, from dying over and over again in Revenge of Shinobi, only to get better with each continue, beating one of the hardest pinball games on a console, and delving in its beloved and dark atmosphere known as Dragon's Fury, to playing Streets of Rage with a friend when the PlayStation 2 was the new hype. I loved this console so much as a kid, and I still do. But the game I played the most back then was Super League, for some reason. Super League is a very nostalgic game, and I can remember nearly everything about it. I'm not a real fan of baseball, but I enjoy movies about the sport, like Field of Dreams, or The Sandlot, or Chicken Little No. No. And there's an unlimited amount of baseball video games around, from the Atari 2600 to the modern generation. It won't be going away anytime soon. Super League was developed and published by Sega and released onto shelves in 1989, but for better clarification, the title Super League is for the Power Regions and Japan, whereas the North American title is Tommy Lasorda Baseball, mainly because his iconic statue would sell more copies, I believe. Entering upon the green screen menu, there's many modes to choose from: exhibition, career, options, etc. It doesn't necessarily matter what you choose unless you want to pick your team and sort out the players. I'm wanting a casual game, so let's have a quick exhibition. We'll begin with controls, which are the biggest thing to become used to. For baseball, you have a batter and a bowler, and those are the only two gameplay elements aside from moving around the field to catch the ball. As the batter, you can move around this square to position yourself like a chess piece, so no complex leg movements, just loose as a goose. With the A button, you can give the ball a little tap, B does absolutely nothing, and C swings. If you press C lightly, you'll position yourself for a better hit, and when the ball comes, it serves more power. Wherever you're placed and where the ball is thrown impacts where the ball goes, causing either many fouls and outs or even a fair shot. Bowling is bowling, you move the bowler left to right and then throw the ball. That's it, although after throwing you can move the ball to a certain direction to call the batter out. It's all complex with simple control. I guess I should talk about baseball, by the way. Within baseball, the goal is to bat the ball out of the park and move around this diamond. Each point is a safe zone, and you gotta get your comrades back to base. Again, simple to the core. The 16-bit visuals are nothing too fancy, but contain some entertaining and amusing touches that I adore thoroughly. The animation of the bowler is static and rather boring, moving left to right. Then all of a sudden he expands in his movement, 10 out of 10. Same with the batter. The motion of swinging the bat is flowing, and when the ball hits on impact you feel it. There's the third person perspective, which is highly detailed, and the bird's eye view, which shows all the players on the field. They all look like odd eyeballs, and there's a small charm to it. The confusing part is the map on the corner, as it shows the sprite of the players instead of a dot or a simplistic element to portray the situation. Like, look at this, it's very confusing. Is that the actual person on the field, or is that the map sprite? I don't know which one. Going straight to the music is not the utmost memorable, but for my nostalgic brain, it's all a beautiful symphony. The title screen is a bit of a mishmash and sounds technologic in its main melody, as if someone was dialing in a musical composition. But this track is the best. It's calm and has a bounciness that adds oomph into the game. I will admit it doesn't verse well towards baseball. I imagine a chicken running around with this music, to be honest. Also, the little jingles during the scoreboard and home run are fantastic. Speaking of the home run, this is the utmost satisfying feeling you'll ever gain from this game, or any other source of entertainment for that matter.
Left fielder.
I don't even care for baseball, but that hyped me up. Aside from the music, there's also voiceovers. They're very crunched, but I do think they do their job well. And that is Super League or Tommy Lasorda Baseball, and for a sports game, it's not too bad of an experience. There's other baseball titles out there which are 10 times better, like MLB The Show, but I believe this is an ultimate nostalgic blast from the past. If you have a Sega Mega Drive, definitely find this game, as it's really cheap, and next time, we shall be venturing through the heat. Till next time, ta-ra!